So on page 444, numbers 3, we're going to write an equation for the trend line we drew in question number 1. And so we need 2 points. And there's a couple different ways that we worked on writing equations for lines this year. One of them involved just with coordinate points, and the other one we just looked at the actual line and could see the y-intercept and the slope. So if we're going to use 2 points, that would be our point 4 and 4 and 0.4, and then 12 and 1.2. However, I think this line might be a little bit easier just to do by hand. So if you want to know how to do it with just 2 points, there'll be another video for that. But for the y-intercept on this line, we can see right here the y-intercept is 0. And so now we just need to know the slope. And slope, if you remember, is rise over run. So rise is how much is the line increasing on the y, and run is how much is it increasing on the x. So we can see that if we pay attention to our units, that it goes up by 0.8 on the y, and it increases the line, the steepness of the line increases by 8 in the x direction. So we can write that down here. Slope equals rise over run. Our rise was 0.8, so it increased 80 cents for every 8 ounces. So now if we don't want a decimal and a fraction, you could put that in a calculator, 0.8 divided by 8. You can multiply the top and bottom by 10 to get 8 over 80, and you can see that that is going to simplify to 1/10. And 1/10 of a dollar is a dime, or 0.1. So we can just write that in our equation, right? Our slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, right? M being slope, so y equals 1/10 plus b, which is 0, the y-intercept. And the 0 can drop off for y equals 1/10 x. And we'll just write that right here, 1/10 x.